Hello, guys. Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles' Live. And we're back today with another review on one of my favorite Amazon shows. If you have not seen the show, go check it out, The Boys. So let's talk about episode 2, proper preparation and planning. So in this episode of The Boys, we see Billy has returned, finally getting called by one of the other members of his group of villains. But in this episode, we find out what happened to Billy. Because remember, Billy wasn't in the first episode until the very end. Billy Billy pretty much saw Homelander and what Homelander had done. Homelander scoops him off and takes him elsewhere. Homelander just kind of shattered poor Billy's dreams and hopes to get back to Becca, which is his wife. And pretty much in this season we see Billy being picked up, dragged away, and then pretty much at a restaurant. And Billy's like on the most wanted list. Have you seen this person and everything? And, Billy's innocent. Billy didn't kill the politician that Homelander had the secret love child by, his baby mama. Yes, I'm calling her baby mama because that's what she is to Homelander. But the problem is Billy is being framed. And now he's a wanted man. Okay, he's got villain status, but for the wrong reasons. And it's crazy because in this episode we also see other things, the relationship between Homelander and his supposed kid Ryan. Interesting relationship. We see Homelander's a little bit more of a blunt parent. Becca, she's the overprotective mother, which is Billy's wife's actual son by Homelander. Oh my God. What made her have a kid by this man? He's the most broken superhero of the 7, pretty much. But we see there are problems looming in their relationship. Becca doesn't really have feelings for Homelander. Pretty obvious, of course. Billy must have been someone she really loved. We know that because she had a picture hidden from Homelander in her drawer. He's sniffing around her clothes, her panties, and everything. I said, dang, Homelander, you just can't live without this woman, huh? But we also see the relationship between Homelander and, like I said, and Ryan. And Ryan, Homelander telling him, look, you're like me. You got all these wonderful powers and everything, and you don't have to be afraid, and show me how to, you can use your powers. I can show you how to do it. Homelander's like that reassuring father, even though he's kind of a douchebag. We see that in this episode when he tells Ryan, do it. And then, he's getting into it with Becca about it. You're a little bit too soft on the boy. We see that issue too. But also we see another problem that's looming with the Deep. The Deep in his problems. We see he's going through his own little problems, and Eagle is the one that's kind of look, man, we're going to help you with your problems. He gives him some type of drink that has some type of maybe psychedelics in it. And literally we see the Deep's body talking to him. It's the funniest thing ever. The Gills are literally hey, look at us. Don't ignore us. I said, oh my God, this man body is the Gills on the body is talking to him. So remember back then when you did this, it's talking about all the flaws that the Deep has. And the Deep does have some problems. Number one, his problem with women. He has some very crazy issues with women. It started at a very young age, apparently, but it leaped over into adulthood, where he does not feel comfortable with being in his body. He does not like being the Deep. And I think that it was due to last season where the women start poking him and touching him in that spot of the gears. I'm like, oh my God. But he had it coming. He tried to screw Starlight, probably Lady Maeve. Who else? The Deep he loves women, but he loves taking advantage of them for the wrong reasons because he's not comfortable with himself. So yes, he needs self-love, and that is a problem with him and stuff like that. But yeah, he's also trying to get back into the seven. So he's looking at it like, well, if I do all these things, I can get back into the seven. Also, we see Stormfront. I love Stormfront. She's a little bit more crazier than Homelander. I like her bluntness. I think that's one thing I like about her compared to Starlight. You know what I'm saying? She's cool and all, but Stormfront is just, she tell it like it is. I can't deny it. The woman is like, look, and she's like, I can see past that mask and everything and stuff like that. And you can see between the ladies there's a difference. Personality wise, Starlight is still a new member. She was a local hero, but she's still the newest member to the seven. The other women two heroes, Lady Maeve and Stormfront, have been doing this a little bit longer than her. So they're a little bit more veteran status. And this is the first time that they had 3 female Heroines in the seven at the same time. So they going on a promo shoot and doing interviews. I mean, hey, if you're a superhero, that's what they do, right? And I love how they do the interviews, and they're giving them like, hey, say this, do that. But Stormfront, she's pretty much, I like her honesty. I think she's very honest about things. Lady Maeve had to go take care of some family business and leaves. I love that A-Train just steals the show. He comes out of nowhere and wants to be a part of the interview, and it's supposed to be the Lady Heron. I'm like, A-Train's a bit of a douchebag. Also, we see that A-Train and Starlight have some issues. And the problem with those issues is Starlight knows his secret. He knows her secret. Pop Jaw, pretty much got killed due to overdose. You know what I'm saying? Due to A-Train and everything. And, you see them exchange. A-Train's happy to see Starlight. He was glad that she came every day to pray for him and everything. She's kind of like the religious hero out of all of them. She has a religious base, I guess you could say, ideology to some extent, but then you can see she's still kind of like in the fence between religion and kind of not, believing in it type of thing. And that's okay. Starlight's character is a very interesting. It seems like they're actually the only hero that acts like a hero this season. And we can see that A-Train said, hey, look, I exposed your dirty secret that you and your boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, you're still dealing with him, and, he's pretty much a villain now. And, she said, hey, do what you want, A-Train, you know what I'm saying? And we also see the mole. No, excuse me, not the mole. The gecko, came back, gave her the ingredients. She had to hide it. A-Train finds it. And I said, boy, I tell you, A-Train he will not let Starlight go. He just like, I know your secret. Guess what? You know my secret? Guess what? And, he was like, he was like telling her, like, look, you're lucky I didn't tell Homelander. I should have let Homelander beam you a long time ago. I'm like, dang. I was like, that's messed up, But A-Train, this is how he feels about her. And you can understand that, but then you can see that he at some point, he appreciated her being saved, her and her boyfriend saving her and everything. Also in this episode, we see that Billy is gonna find a lead to get to Becca. He's doing everything in his hands to get back to his wife. You can see that Billy cares about his wife. Becca cares about him. We see that. And he's not going to let Huey stand in his way to get back to his wife. He told Huey that, you know what I'm saying? I love how he talks to the other crew. He's like, you guys are just chasing vagina. He tells them that literally. He's like, Huey's gotten you guys soft. Because let's be honest, Mother's Milk and the other member, he's into Kimiko, the other girl member of the villain group. But he's like, y'all guys are just, letting this thing come around and change up everything. And, you know, Billy feels some type of way. And he blames Huey for it because Huey's kind of the reason the guys are feeling that type of way. Mother's Milk he's trying to get back to his family. Huey wants his girlfriend back. And Billy like, hey, look, I want my wife back. But also we see that Homelander he's not happy with Becca. We can see that because their way of pretty much raising a child. We see the issue with that. Pretty much with the issue that he wants his son to know that he's a powerful person. He's a god, and he should do all these different type of things. But then Becca's kind of more of the overprotective parent, and Homelander's not really happy with that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, what if he goes to Burger King or go do some other event and he finds out he has these powers? But we also see in this episode that Homelander probably wasn't raised by his parents. He didn't know what it was like to have a mother or father. There's a sense of emptiness within Homelander. Maybe he was raised by someone else, and that's how he came up to be the way he was. And we see that Homelander wants a family. It's like he's yearning for a family because he never had a family. So you can understand maybe that side of him where it's just a bit of emptiness. He didn't have a mother or a father. And like I said, maybe something may have tragically happened to them. Maybe they got rid of him when he finds out he had powers. But I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with that. You know what I'm saying? I like that aspect of it. But also in this episode, we see Kimiko reunite with her brother. Her brother was held captive by someone, and they were like in this costume shop where they had all the hero clothing and stuff. I thought that was really neat. And pretty much Huey and the gang and Billy and the gang come across her brother. Her brother reminds me of Avalanche from off of S-Man, the animated series that came out in the 2000s, where he was able to control things and pretty much bring stuff down. He would do stuff with his hands and stuff would start shaking around. That's why I say he reminds me of the Mutant Avalanche. I don't know if you guys remember. And he escapes. But the problem is Kimiko is not going to let her brother escape. Yes, he got away, but Kimiko bonds with him. He say, look, he confesses to her that like, look, I'm sorry for what I did. I shouldn't have let you go. I feel bad. They have like a little mini reunion going on. And the brother said, look, I don't trust Americans. So, and Kimiko tells him like, look, these people protect me and everything. And we see them go at it. I'm telling you, boy, Kimiko, hands down, I think if, her brother is powerful, don't get me wrong, she's powerful too. You know what I'm saying? They're going at it a couple times, and for a minute, I thought Kimiko was going to kill her brother. But, you know what I'm saying, she didn't. All she wanted was her brother to be back with her, being back reunited and together, you know what I'm saying? And we also see that Billy is fed up with Huey in this episode. We see that off and on throughout the episode, and Billy punches Huey. And also you can see that Huey wanted to be the leader of the group, but apparently he's not. You know what I'm saying? It's Billy's crew. How you gonna run somebody's crew when you're the newest person? You know what I'm saying? I thought this episode was interesting, funny. Each episode, this show, I never get bored with this show. Literally, when I seen The Boys, I'm like, season 1 was great. Season 2, it gets better. If you have not seen The Boys, I highly recommend you check this show out. It's a really dope spin on superheroes because they all got issues, apparently. But other than that, guys, your boy Professor Charles S. Live. Have a great day, and I'm out.